The sticker price, $36,235. Let's see what else you get for that price. We're going to start here with our upper console. Here is your sunglass holder. I guess you could use it for a lot of things. We call it a multitasker. Now, when it comes to your lighting, you can turn on one light, or we can turn that off and then hold it down, and it turns on all of the lighting in the interior. Nice to see that. You can also do that from the center screen, but that's a lot easier. You can see OnStar, SOS. You got your hazard light button right there. If you're looking for that, there it is. Now, the mirror is not going to be a camera mirror or a digital mirror, but you can fold the lever down there if you've got one of those people in your back behind you that has really bright lights and you need to dim that out for yourself. Now, we'll work our way across with the dash area, work our way down to the glove box just to show you what's there. Conventional size, nothing out of the ordinary. And then we're also going to have a little more space with not only the armrest, but also the door bin over there on the passenger side. Now, the driver's side seat is power adjustable with two-way lumbar support, minus the tongue twist. The passenger seat on the Elevation trim level is manually adjustable. Here's our lock and unlock buttons. We can adjust our power side view mirrors and select which one we're adjusting right there. And then one touch down and one touch up on your front window, driver's side only, but not on the passenger side or the rear windows. And we can see our power parking brake right here. You're also going to have your drive mode selector, and I'm going to show you on the center screen real fast what those drive modes are. Not a whole lot to choose from, just normal and ice, snow and ice. But you can see what else we have here. You can turn the auto stop start feature on and off, and there is a lever underneath the steering wheel right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. There we go. You drop that, you can adjust your tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. Now, here's everything for your adaptive cruise control. You do have a heated steering wheel. I wish it was ventilated during this time of the year. Voice commands. You can choose what you're listening to and what you see on the center screen here. So we hit that button right there and then we toggle through, and then you can just push this button to go ahead and select whatever that is. Now, in the event that you want to see something different up there on the driver's display, guess what? You can do that right here. And you can see I'm pushing this button. That brings up everything that you have where that is concerned. Now, you'll notice right here that we have the temperature, the coolant temperature. There's a few different things you can display there. I'm going to show you how to do that shortly. It's not done on the steering wheel. There is the shifter. We're also going to have our shifter paddles so you can work your way back and forth through that 8-speed automatic transmission. And then volume over here on the right hand side, you can adjust what you're listening to over there on the left hand side. And here's something that is a novelty. Believe it or not, this trim level comes standard with turn signals with blinkers. Do you know how to use those? Tell me in the comments section. Some of you have to be honest and say you don't, because I drive around you too much and know that you don't. Okay, it's okay to laugh, even at yourself. Front and rear window wiper controls right there, and this button will run your windshield wiper fluid. Now, here on the center screen, it is a large center screen. If we come right here to vehicle status, there's actually a lot of things we can do. You see these little pluses right here, depending on what you want to know about. You can see your tire pressure right there, and we can come right here and see our oil life. And when you hit that minus mark, it comes back out of that. We're going to come to gauges right here, and notice everything that you have from transmission fluid temperature, oil pressure, oil temperature, and notice coolant temperature right there. So what's going to happen here, if I want to remove that from the driver's display, that's all I have to do. I can come back out. Let's say I want transmission fluid temperature instead. Come right here, add to driver's display, and we're good to go where that's concerned. I'm going to take that back out because that's the way it was when I found the vehicle. Now, we're going to come back to home. You can see My GMC Google Assistant, where you can say, hey, you know who. That way I don't set any devices off in your house, and do all kinds of things. You can even adjust the air conditioning temperature. You can set up navigation with voice commands. Very easy to deal with. You can wirelessly pair your smartphone and use Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now, as far as your camera goes, it is a camera, not cameras. You only have the rear view camera. I showed you that earlier that we didn't have that front view camera, but this is your camera view. At least you know you have that. And then you've got climate, all the other things here that you see. We're going to run into settings real fast and show you a couple of things just to show you what's here. Sounds, display, profile and accounts, privacy, accessibility. It's all here. We're going to go into vehicle for just a minute. and talk about a few things. Rear seat reminder is there. If you want to turn that on and off, you can, whatever you need to do where that's concerned. And then we're going to come right down here to collision detection systems, your safety features. You can adjust your alert type. You have forward collision avoidance, front pedestrian braking, intersection collision braking, side bicyclist alert, lane change alert, reverse automatic braking, park assist, and rear cross traffic braking. And there is a difference in a couple of these options here. When you don't see that check mark, this is what you can do. Turn it off, go to alert, or alert and brake. Now, when it comes to these with the check mark, you can either turn it on or off. So alert or off is ultimately what you're going to have there. We'll come back out of that, and I want to come right here and show you controls, because there are a few things to be aware of right here. Your power window lockout is not on the driver's side door. It's located right here. When it has that blue square around it like that, that means it's active. When it doesn't, well, obviously it's not. And I did tell you can turn your dome light on in here, but it's nice to know you don't have to come to the center screen to do that. A lot of things going to the center screen, maybe a little bit too much. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Same thing with your auto high beams. We can deal with that. And then see more controls. You can see what is right there. Now, we're going to work our way down. We've got everything for our lights right here. Just leave it on auto. You don't ever have to worry about it. Easy to deal with. No big deal whatsoever. And then we'll have other things that we can turn on and off depending on what we need to do. We can come in here and adjust the volume. You do have heated seats for the driver and the passenger here in the front seating area, but not ventilated. You can sync the two sides together if you want to, or everybody can adjust accordingly. I do like the fact that we have our physical controls right here. No wireless charging pad right here, but it is in the vehicle. We're going to have our USB port right there. Now, you would think that the USB port and the wireless charging pad would be together, but they're not. It's actually located right here. So is that a good location? What do you think? Cup holders will also be there, and we'll also have the center console lid that doubles as an armrest. Let's see what kind of space we have in there. There's actually more than there appears. You can remove that little tray if you need to.